Howdy, howdy, and welcome to another wonderful trash take. So today we're talking about a guy named Jay Jones. I had no idea who he was till about maybe 2 days ago or so, and I've been seeing texts that got leaked from him from about 2022, and they're fucking feral. He is actively running right now as the Democrats' primary pick for the Attorney General of Virginia, an election that I believe closes on November 4th. And in some leaked text messages, he openly is wishing for death and saying some pretty feral shit, and it's pretty bad. And instead of the Democrats saying, wow, this is bad, they're just like, yep, we still endorse him. I mean, they are saying, wow, this is bad, but they're like, oh, it's old stuff, and he's clearly a changed individual. And this is coming on the heels of the Charlie Kirk assassination, where every leftist was cheering and begging for more death. And I would see a Democrat that is now running for Attorney General was doing that 3 years ago. It seems like a pattern of hatred is inside that party that is hard to stomp out and is only festering further and further. So I'm going to go over those messages today and go over some responses from some individuals, because I think this is pretty fucking crazy. It's pretty crazy. So here's the first messages of basically someone texting Jay Jones. He's the Democrat. This is leaked to be correct, but people are saying this happened back in like August 2022. So they're trying to say he's a changed individual in 3 years, but this shit's crazy. No worries. Talk about Joe Johnson, a D, but basically an R. Leaked everything to your caucus. That's why Gilbert gave him such a glowing tribute. I knew what you were talking about. Served with my dad. He did nice words with a little choice sprinkled in. Didn't look like that. I just saw a guy died and assumed you'd have words. He was a D. If those guys die before me, I will go to their funerals and piss on their graves, sending them out awash in something. And then someone's like, Jay Jones, like, yo, I assume this is like his girlfriend, his mom, his grandma, something, like saying his name, like, yo, stop. And he's like, 3 people, 2 bullets. Gilbert, Hitler, and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets in the head. Spoiler. Put Gilbert in the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. Who's Gilbert, you might ask? This is Todd Gilbert, the current Virginia state delegate. This is who he's talking about. Political opponent. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Basically, the person is like, please stop, like, this is crazy. You're openly wishing for death. This is radical. You need to kill it. You need to chill. Whoever he's talking to is pretty common sense, like, yo, like, this is fucking crazy what you just said. And he's like, I genuinely was. I wasn't attacking you. I was trying to understand your login. You weren't trying to understand. You were talking about hoping Jennifer Gilbert's children would die. And she's, yes, I've told you this before. Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy. So he's wishing that his wife's children, or Gilbert's political opponent's children, die. So there's also reports. These are the kids in question, by the way, in case you were wondering. These are the kids that he wants to see die to get this man to change his viewpoints. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So there's another tweet here. I found a bad picture, unfortunately, but this is what they were talking about. Do I think Todd and Jennifer are evil and that they're breeding little fascists? Yes. Breeding little fascists. He's calling the kids of a political opponent fascist. He's also saying that the dude needs to die. And saying he wants to see their kids die too. This motherfucker is crazy as shit. And then here's CNN with a headline calling out Republicans for attacking the district attorney, the attorney general pick, since apparently, the Republicans are just crazy. Virginia's Democratic nominee for attorney general facing pressure over resurfaced text messages. Isn't it crazy how they leave out key details of him calling openly for death, for him saying breeding little fascists, for him saying he wants to see his political opponents dead and is going to piss on their graves? That sounds like very conducive for the political environment to have another sound Democrat and running for the races here. Fucking crazy to see. But here's the best part. The Virginia Blue people, apparently the big organization around here that's helping to support him, Virginia Beach Democratic Committee, reaffirms its full support for Jay Jones for Attorney General. This is after his text message got leaked of him calling the kids little fascists and saying he wants to see him dead and he wants to piss on his grave. Yeah, that's right. We lined up 10 toes down, ready to organize, mobilize, and deliver votes for Jay and the entire Democratic ticket. These people are in a fucking cult. Opposed to saying, yeah, this is crazy, we shouldn't vote for this guy. They're saying, oh, he's a Democrat, he's good. These people are in a cult. And this is my current issue with politics. There's so many people that are cult captured. This behavior is abhorrent. You are openly calling for your opponent to be killed. You want him dead. You're telling other people if he does die, you're going to piss on his graves. You're telling him you want to see his children killed, so maybe he'll change his political stances. What the fuck, man? And then this comes out and you're like, you know what? Let's make a press conference, a press statement saying, yeah, we believe in him. He's the right pick. Democrats are the party of violence, and this is just reaffirming it. Like this is literally abhorrent behavior. You would expect if a Republican did this, his career to be over. A Democrat does it, everyone comes out in solidarity for the Democrat, openly wanting kids dead. What the fuck, man? This is a video of Jay Jones and him running for the Attorney General, just so you can see the individual and all of his stupor, we should say.
Hi, I'm Jay Jones, Democrat running for Attorney General of Virginia, and we're going to talk about public safety. As the son of prosecutors and the father of 2 young boys, I've always believed that keeping our community safe is the most important responsibility of...
He believes in keeping the community safe by killing little fascists, which are children of his political opponents. That's how he'll keep your community safe, guys. Vote for him if you want him to murder children. If you want to see children dead, vote for this guy.
any Virginia leader. That's why, as a delegate, I increased public safety funding by more than 20%, ensuring that law enforcement and our first responders have the resources and training they need to succeed.
That sounds pretty good. Have you done anything for your mental health? Because it seems like you need to put some resources toward that because you're fucking crazy.
I also sponsored bipartisan laws to strengthen penalties for sex offenders, keep kids safe in schools, and establish programs to stop gangs like MS-13 in their tracks.
Oh, that's interesting because you're running for Democrat, and most Democrats believe MS-13 is just innocent individuals. So I don't think you're in the right political party, but, you know, I don't also believe anything this guy says. If he seems like a very mentally unwell individual, I believe he'll say and do anything to get elected. And I'm assuming that is what he's doing now, is saying and doing anything he can to get elected. This is a political ad from a while ago. This isn't brand spanking new. This came out before his text messages got leaked.
Then, as an assistant attorney general, I took on the gun lobby and helped get illegal guns off of our streets. And this week, I'm releasing my public safety plan. As Attorney General, I'll focus the office on stopping violent crime, supporting victims, and protecting our kids.
Protecting our kids. Oh, our kids. I wonder who that extends to, because it's clearly not political opponents' kids. This is, like, what he's saying here versus what he actually says in private, it's night and day difference. This man's fucking crazy. He's just saying anything he can think that the people of Virginia want to hear to get elected. And then his text messages get leaked and he's openly calling for death, wanting to piss on graves, wants the little breeding little fascists fucking killed. Like, this shit's crazy, man. This is America's Twitter account. This is Elon Musk's PAC, Political Action Committee, and even they were talking about it too, saying this shit's kind of crazy. And they were posting his same messages. Same fucking messages. Oh, there's the full text there, the breeding little fascist. Yeah. Like, this is kind of crazy. This is making waves. This is all over social media now. And now major news articles are being forced to being written about Jay Jones and him being an absolute an unhinged radical retard. This is Kirsch that I follow on Twitter. I'm basically saying the same thing. Absolutely insane thing to say. None of these people should be in positions of power. This is the man that they're affirming their full support for after everything is said. He desires an influential position as Attorney General while wishing death on people and their children, and that he brands as fascists. We'll see, he's branding them as fascists, so it makes him okay for them to be killed. That's why all Democrats do this. Except, he's not only branding his opponents, he's branding their kids. These people are absolutely fucking crazy. They want you dead. They think it's funny. They want your entire family killed in front of you because they think it's funny too. They will feel no pity for you. They'll put out a tweet saying, I condemn political violence. But then they'll send text messages to their friends saying, oh, please fucking kill this guy now. That would be so cool for him to die. These people are crazy. In today's political environment where the rhetoric seems to be getting worse now more than ever, and we're seeing tweets leaked 3 years ago from people saying unhinged radical shit that are actively running for office, and Democrats, instead of calling out his bad behavior, are 10 toes down with him, is fucking crazy. I want the rhetoric to change in America, and I think this individual is part of the problem. He has hatred in his soul, and he just does everything he can to not let everyone else know. But he went mask off apparently a little while too long ago, and now it's being leaked for everyone. And now it's being leaked for everyone to see his true character, but the content of his character is dog shit. And that's what I'm judging him based on. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Does Jay Jones sound like a rational Democrat that you would vote for? Because if so, our country's fucked. Yeah. Either way, hope you guys have a wonderful time. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you liked the video, feel free to like it, comment down below, or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, later.